Loud, that enemy is resistant to physical attacks. Use magic instead.
But I need to fill my ATB bar for that.
But you are dying and need to heal yourself.
But I also need my ATB for that. Final Fantasy VII. This series, or hell, this entry alone, is pretty much an institution. Holding a legendary status in the video game history, this game is such a big deal that it even has spin-off games of its own, or even story supplements, like movies. Hell, I mean, the main characters are in Smash Brothers, so yeah, this is not Skies of Arcadia. With that said, I must come clean. I have broken gamer laws because I have never played Final Fantasy VII. The situation is actually really similar to what happened in Resident Evil 2, only this time I actually never went around to play it. The reason? Well, I used the internet, and the internet will not shut the fuck up about the spoilers, so yeah, I mean, that kinda kills the interest to play a story-driven game. Also, there's the fact that I had just finished Final Fantasy IX when I considered doing so, and well, oh boy, no, I was not willing to. I simply nodded and accepted its place as the legendary game that it is, and move on. Which explains why I was like,
nice.
when they did a remake in new hardware and... Oh, wait a second. No, this was just a technical demo for PlayStation 3 in 2005. Cheeky assholes. The actual remake was this for the PlayStation 4 in 2015, which, great! Now I get to experience Final Fantasy VII in modern technology, so, woo! It just took them 5 years. Oh boy. Okay. It was a long wait, but now the game is out. A proper full-budget AAA remake of Final Fantasy VII. Let's go, let's see what all the fuss is about this game. Only, not really. It's not the full game. Wait, what? There's no fucking way they took this long to make a game. Charge full price for it. That is not the full thing. Right? Esos hijos de la chingada. They actually did it. Just fucking episode 1? What the fuck? I had decided to not get this game until it was, done. Because I am not paying that kind of money for that kind of game. But apparently I am a fucking raccoon, because when I saw this game being rentable for $10, I was like, might as well. I probably should review an actually, full price game every now and then. So I gave it a try, and, well, what do I think? You see, here's the thing. Ever since I saw the trailer, I had some worries about the game. So let's explore the main parts of the game as we go. Let's start with the low-hanging fruit, the graphics. Well, the game looks great. You can tell they put a lot of work here. The models look anime as fuck, the motion capture is great, and basically this is a very pretty and weird Fallout setting. When it comes to games, I have always been a bit of a medium-high graphics peasant, so stuff like crunch texture on some vending machine in a corner has never been an issue to me. That's really all I have to say about it, like it's a very pretty game and that's it. Next up, we have characters. In a remake of 20 years in difference, it makes sense that it's gonna be like, they are gonna be more fleshed out. First, we have Cloud, the main guy. An extremely popular character whose main traits are his big sword, pointy hair and, well, his brooding personality. And for the most part this is true. He still gives Shout the Hedgehog a run for his money in the brooding department. But here, he actually has a personality, unlike, Mega Bloks guy over there. You can tell he's trying to come out of his shell, especially when it comes with the Aerith. He's a tried and tested character trope who works really well. And now, let's go with Aerith. I have no idea how she is in the original, but here, she's great. She's hands down my favorite character in the game. She's cute, she's endearing, she brings some good humor to the scene to offset everyone's brooding, and she takes no shit from anyone. Even when it's her turn to be serious, she's actually uplifting, instead of brooding or overly pessimistic about everything. She's cool, I like her, which makes it more troublesome considering that, well, we all know what's coming. Now let's review Tifa. A gentle soul, a rocking body, and a tomboyish attitude while still being feminine. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect waifu, but Professor Square accidentally added an ingredient to the concoction. Waifu sounds.
知らないでしょ
Good girl Tifa, there's nothing wrong with her, but at the same time I think that's part of the issue. Everything she does in this game, like for example how she speaks to other people, how she handles herself, how caring she is, hell there's even a section where she seems to be speaking to you, it all feels like she's manufactured to be the perfect waifu. And there is nothing wrong with that, but unlike Eri, Tifa's personality doesn't really have much of a bite, so she kinda comes off as just a teeny bite bland. Maybe she was done dirty by the game. Maybe she will have more time to flourish when Eri gets. And now let's go to the polar opposite, Barret. In more ways than one. Extremely macho, rude, hot-headed, he definitely is the antithesis of Tifa. But of course he has a heart of gold, which he will be extremely happy to let you know every fucking time he talks about Shinra. And with that I'm gonna put a quick description of semi-main characters? Yeah, that we do. Feel free to pause if you want to read them, but now let's go to the combat. Combat has always been quite the challenge for games to perfect. Games like Devil May Cry had to make the combat engaging and fun to play so you can go all Yahoo! On the other hand, the RPGs had to get a little bit more creative when it comes to making turn-based combat fun. This game's way of tackling that issue was by mixing the ATB system with modern combat. And for the most part, it works. The attacks feel good to land with melee effects and you have access to the RPG system. But, well, much like Final Fantasy XV, this comes with the problem of double dipping. The RPG command system is nowhere as meaty as other games, and despite how it might look, this is not Devil May Cry. Tifa is hands down the most fun character to use in combat because she's the one with the most combat functions. She really makes you
Feel like you're Batman.
While making this video I searched around and I found out that there's some pretty cool stuff that you can do with this combat system. So I think this is just me being just bad, because by the half of the game my brain kinda went Boonga boonga! As I just began rushing out the enemies I found with attacks and spells while raw healing any damage I took, and it worked. With the exception of a few fights, let's say this tactic worked 90% of the time. So putting the cool combos aside, it's fair to say that the game very rarely demanded any, RPG strategy kind of combat from me. So for the sake of the review, let's say that the combat works and I am interested to see how it develops with, more interesting and complex monsters. Now, before going to the overview of my, review, I want to go over one more thing. Something that I call the RPG prologue syndrome. Well, what the fuck is that? It's really simple. It's, pretty much the price of admission that every RPG fan has to pay in order to play the new game. 1 or 2 hours minimum of slow gameplay, hand-holding, stream exposition. All of this is done so the game can set the scene before giving you, the keys to the game. This is pretty much unacceptable because after that you get your 60 to 80 hours game. The issue here is that, remember, this is episode 1. This covers the prologue section. So here you never really are given the keys to the game per se. A lot of the stuff in the game feel, limited, or in this case, superficial. This rings especially true when it comes to the side quests. They are so bland and generic that you might think you are playing an MMO. Since the theme of this game is to expand on Midgar and its inhabitants, I don't know why they just didn't use the side quests to expand on the lore of the characters and places, because all of these side quests really don't go anywhere. Part of why Aerith is my favorite character, besides her being awesome, is because the game gave her the chance to read and explore her character, while not really doing anything per se. Something that could have been done with side quests dedicated to the other characters so you can actually get to know them better. But maybe their hands are tied because you get to know those characters better, further into the game, where we cannot really see right now. And this is pretty much the main issue with this review, episode 1. Which means that by design, stuff like characters and the plot, will be incomplete. And stuff like exploration, side quests, combat system, enemy variety and stuff like that will feel shallow right now because we are just in the prologue syndrome part of the game. And anything I can say might or might not be obsolete by the time the future episodes land, so why am I even doing this review at all? Don't get me wrong, I didn't really hate my experience with this game. This is a quality product, you can feel it as soon as you start the game, and there's charm and fun to be found when, the game actually lets you. This is a good prologue, to Final Fantasy VII. So my issue per se is not with the game, but with the game's existence. Remember, this game's asking price is of $60, the same as any of these other full games. This pretty much feels like a power move from Square, as I know the Final Fantasy VII fans are so fucking thirsty for anything that they will take this at full price and that they will defend this game. This is not an indie game made by some, small company. No, this is a AAA game, and they know what they have in their hands, and they are milking it, because this game is so chock full of padding, of walking session, of so boring and inane stuff, because, we are in the prologue, we cannot demand the good stuff. They are saving the good stuff for, later into the game, in future episodes, whenever they fucking land. And since I have not seen any statement from Square saying that future games will be at a discounted price if you own the original, I have no reason to believe that they won't be, $60 games. And you might be, Postal, chillax, this is just Final Fantasy VII. And that's the thing, it might not just be Final Fantasy VII. It's no secret at all that video game companies are just looking for ways to, drain a few more bucks from us. And I'm sure that they have taken notice that, people are so happy to pay for the fucking prologue of Final Fantasy VII at full price. So they might be, hey, maybe that will apply to my game too. And now we will have another fucking play in our games. We all have a good laugh at how fucking moronic the Oblivion Horse Armors were. But now, microtransactions are just everywhere. It's so bad that even the government has had to get involved in this. Hell, you know what's the real irony here? This fucking unfinished game actually has free DLC. So yeah, that's just a fucking riot. Okay. Overall, I didn't hate the experience, probably because of how much I pay for it. I still hold that a lot of this game's runtime is just padding, and that a lot of the things feel unfinished because you're just playing the prologue. And, well, I am not even sure if this game is even considered a JRPG or just a game wearing the skin of one. And I have no idea how they are even gonna make the, the episode stuff work with a JRPG, with the leveling, with the, the power creeping, the equipment and the monsters and everything. And I don't know, we will have to see how it goes, but I enjoyed my experience. It was a nice introduction to Final Fantasy VII, with some notes here and there, but, well, we will see how this goes when the fucking future episodes comes out at some decent price, because I am not paying full price for this. Square, me puedes chupar las bolas. And with that, we are done. Thank you for watching. This is the Postal Badger, chipping out.